With all the focus on humanoid robots, it's easy to overlook the much less hyped category of robots, robot dogs. This might be a controversial take, but I think robot dogs are way cooler than their humanoid counterparts. I'm not saying humanoid robots aren't cool. Some of them are downright eye candy, and some even look like they're right out of a sci-fi movie. But in terms of utility outside of warehouse and industrial applications, I think robot dogs take it a step further by being a helpful companion and, most importantly, a multi-purpose tool, rather than a middleman for basic household chores and activities. It's not to say humanoid robots can't serve a greater purpose in the home. It's just that the quadrupedal form factor guarantees that you will still be part of the process, not relegated to being a spectator. I also believe robot dogs are similar to real dogs in the sense that they motivate you to go outside. And when it comes to the great outdoors, the human form factor appears a lot less capable for a robot considering the tried and true terrestrial design favored by nature over the last few million years. Unless... Anyway, we're human, so it seems only logical to create robots to help bypass the limitations of our forms, rather than having a robot that perfectly mirrors our form and thus will have similar limitations that we'll have to accommodate like we would for another person. Just so you get a good idea of how much potential robot dogs have in enhancing our everyday lives. Imagine for a second a dog. Now imagine if that dog was given near human-like intelligence and the ability to communicate. That particular scenario is still a long way away. However, there is still plenty that robot dogs can do with their current capabilities that give a glimpse into how they might integrate into our lives in the near future. Let's not forget, Boston Dynamics already showcased their robot dog, Spot, doing useful household chores, which is something most humanoid robots still struggle to do. The Robotics and AI Institute pushes the boundaries even further by demonstrating how some tasks that are tailor-made for the human form factor can actually be done by quadruped robots, which begs the question, do the chores for the average person necessarily warrant a humanoid form factor, or can general intelligence alone make up for any deficit imposed by a non-humanoid design? Will the average person consider a humanoid robot a necessity, or will they be shrugged off as a novelty? I don't know, but what I do know is that there will be so many hurdles that will need to be cleared before people completely trust them, especially in regards to safety. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but what it pretty much boils down to is that quadruped robots need to be more predictable than a dog or a horse, whereas a humanoid robot needs to be as predictable as a human, which at the moment seems a bit challenging. Anyway, I was going to go into depth about the companies currently deploying robot dogs into the real world, but there was just too much to talk about, so here is a short montage highlighting their awesome capabilities instead.
inside his room. That's when they called the SWAT team. So we're rolling at this point, and around 6:20, we saw SWAT deploy this yellow police robot. And take a look as the suspect comes out completely naked and grabs the robot and pulls it into his room. It may seem like the worst case scenario for officers, but they actually told us this could all be part of the plan.